Hey, this is the shack that Dennis built, and today I'm going to take you outside our place and we're going to work on building a patio, a concrete patio with stamped concrete and colored concrete. And so I'm going to bring you through that whole project that I've done from beginning to end so that you can see how you can build a concrete patio as well. But before I do, make sure you like my video, subscribe to my channel so you can get updates on all my videos. Thanks for watching. Got my son over there mowing the lawn, so you probably can't hear me. Maybe I'll get a little closer. What I've got these kicker braces that we're going to put on next, and these are to make sure that your concrete forms and don't blow out. We're going to put them on about once every 2 feet or so. Make sure it's square. 142. That's supposed to be the right number. 342. So that's the way you make sure something's square. Like if this side and that side are the same length. This side and that side are the same length. It still may not be square. It can be like a parallelogram.
Yeah.
So when you measure from corner to corner, and you get the exact same length, you know, you kind of move the whole thing back and forth until you get the right numbers. I've got some old plywood. I cut them in strips, and I'm going to put them on the bottom all the way around. You set that one over there all the way around. Keep my concrete from going out of the forms. You could have used a 2x6, or you could have used something bigger. I used a 2x4, so I'm going to fill that hole. So I have my forms done, and I'm getting ready to create a screed board. And what I want to do is I'm going to put in 4 inches of concrete in my patio. So I'm going to take that pile of gravel over there, drop it down in here, vibrate it in place. But I want to show you how I'm making a screed board. I've got a 2x6, 5.5 inches. I'm going to pocket cut each side 4 inches down so I can screed it off 4 inches and get a nice level path. So this is my screed board. The balance right on top of here, and that's where we're going to put the gravel. So here I am with my good buddy Ken here, who didn't help me one single bit with this. But anyway, what we got is today we dug out the footings for our wheelchair ramp, and we dug out the footings for our deck. So we got that ready to go. We'll form them up and pour them. For our next little project, we're going to take this tamper, put it down here in our footings, and we're going to compact our footings a little bit before we put our forms in and pour our concrete. So, you want to get it nice and compact. You don't want any settling and cracking. I'm working on the forms for my footings. So I'm getting ready to put down my rebar. The point of the rebar is just to hold the concrete together. So we're going to place it in first, bend it into place, or cut it, whatever is necessary. And I picked up some of these dobies. You break them apart and hold the rebar up off the concrete. So for my next trick, I'm going to go ahead and cut this rebar. You could bend it if you want, put a pipe in the end, bend it. Some of it's thin enough, you can put it over your knee and bend it. I'm going to cut it. I'm going to use the pieces in different places. Now when the two rebar meet, you want to use some tie wire, and you want to twist that on there so that your wire holds that together when they pour the concrete. That'll help it, give it more strength. So I have my back wall on, and you can see the slope of the ramp, the landing. This is the landing. So my forms are taking place nicely. I've made them 5.5 inches wide all the way around. So we're going to pour the concrete all the way around on the outside. We're going to pour a footing at the same time. Then what we'll do is we're going to fill that, and once we get it filled, then we're going to pour the top. We're going to get some metal in that, and we'll pour the patio at the same time. We got the steel in place about every 3 feet, as you can see. And we've got it all staked down, all tied off. The last thing you want is for your concrete to collapse. And we have the concrete truck here getting ready to pour. And there we have our perimeter pour. We're waiting for it to set up. And we'll strip the forms. Getting ready to put my forms up for my sidewalk. I've got it compacted and filled with gravel. I got my first form sitting here, and this is what it's going to look like. I put a piece of plywood there. The bottom I'm using a 2x6. It's going to be 3.5 inches thick, actually 4 when you consider the center there. So it's going to be about 4 inches thick. And then it's going to, the purpose of this piece of plywood here is it's going to overhang my concrete by a 1/2 inch. And so I've got that 1/2 inch of plywood on there, 2x6. We'll go ahead and put the form on so we can get ready to pour. Now we have our metal in. We have our forms all up. Got the metal in. I've got some of the metal in down on the patio. I'm going to throw some more of it in there, plus some miscellaneous metal, make it strong. And then we are ready to pour concrete. We're getting very close to the end of the project, and that's very exciting. For the next phase, we're going to pressure wash the patio. I'm here the next morning, and after we poured yesterday. Today I'm pressure washing. Looking good, isn't it? There's the patio. Incredible. Hey, that's how you pour concrete, form it up, build a patio, stamp it, stain it. This is the shack that Dennis built, and this is the patio that sits in the shack that Dennis built.